Once again, good afternoon, and thank you for giving us some of your time. I think when I wanted to schedule this interview, one of the things I decided to do was to look at your fights again, and there was something that stood out to me, and that thing was your fight with Richard Aseidu. This was in 2022, where
Oh,
the fight ended by disqualification. I think the reason was that he beat you. So can you what happened in that fight?
actually, was a title fight. Was a title fight, and was 3 for 5 minutes. 3 minutes for 5 rounds.
Okay.
So we finished the first round, and I dominated him for the first round as usual. So second round, I was still dominating. I take him on the ground, and was planning to pull out from his guard and go for ground and pound, but I don't know. Maybe the punishment was too much, but the next thing, I got this sharp pain on my ears. I was like, this guy bite me, so I hold my ear, and then I started like, Rev, this guy bite me. So when Rev look at my ear, he was seeing blood. So he was
Oh,
like, no, 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 no. This is not a professional. So from there, he called off the fight, and he lost by disqualification. That was how it ended.
because I looked for that fight online, but I don't know, I couldn't find it. That particular one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The fight was not uploaded online because it was first Akalaka MMA promotion, a bigger promotion in a professional way. Yeah. So the fight was not put online. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I see that your last fight also I think in last year November was also against Richard, which obviously you won. But my question about that fight was that were you surprised that he wanted to take you down in the
No,
beginning of
no, no. I'm not surprised at all. People never like me. People has not even seen what I have. They're not even seen half of what I got. What they think is that we have seen what every Cornel is get. All he can do is to wrestle. But they don't even see even 10% of what I get. So I'm not surprised because I know him to have something there that he has not bringing out yet. Or he will go there and work more. So he wants to prove a point. So me, I'm not surprised because one day I might go there and bring out something that's sitting inside me. People will think that I'm surprised. I never see Cornel did this way before.
yeah.
So I'm not surprised. I'm ready for anything, I'm not surprised at all.
You know why I'm thinking maybe you would have been surprised? It's because he has lost 2 fights by submission before he fought you again. And even his fight against Emmanuel Ngoge that he won, Emmanuel took him to the ground till he got that head kick. So I would have thought that if you've lost 2 fights by submission, your most recent win, you sort of got dominated on the ground. Maybe the next person you are fighting, you might not try to take that person down immediately because I think he has decent striking. So it was surprising to me. That's why I'm even asking whether you were even surprised about it.
No, actually, it's not too bad on the ground as people seems. It's not too bad, and he has a lot of strength. He has a lot of strength, and groundwork consumes a lot of strength, so it's not too
Yes.
bad. So he has a
Okay.
plan, so he want to do his plan, but that's too bad for him. It's a wrong decision.
I guess that one is just my own perspective as someone who is not a fighter. So, like, how did you get started? How did you start fighting for AQ?
Everything was like as out of 2020, Coach Onoza reached out to my coach that they want to do a show at Lagos and they are looking for a fighter. So as of then, I don't even have a clue about the thing. So we started working out then. They booked flight for us, everything. We went to Lagos, the campus for like 1 week. So from there, they bring all the detail that they want to do it a
Okay.
3-month tournament MMA show. But the weight class they need is 84 kg, that is middleweight. And I'm already there, no more going back. So that was my first time of knowing, oh, this is 83, 84 kg. And while me, if I'm not training, I am weighing 75. But if
Oh,
I'm training, I'm weighing 72. So how am I going to compete for this 84 kg weight class? But I was like, well, I am here always. I am here already. So I can't go back. So we trained, and that's for elimination. We went there. So actually, at the end, I qualified. I was even the last person that picked by Coach Onoza. Was just 1% sound, and I would have just been sent home. But he picked me last. Then the show continued. That is how everything continued.
So that would mean that is it that before AKO you have not fought MMA at all?
Before AKO, I once fought MMA before, because I remember there was a Saturday I came back from roadwork, and my coach called me that he has booked me for a fight, for MMA fight on Sunday night. No, on Saturday night. I was like, "Ow." He said it's MMA fight, you're going to fight, because you are stubborn, and so you're going to fight. I was like, ah. And I came back, I was not even feeling fine. My body was like, I'm very weak. So I was like, okay, no problem. I'm going to prepare. That was my first MMA fight, and it's a tournament. So we went there, was like by about 18 fighters. So actually, I made it to the final, and I beat on Richard. As of then, he is a champion. He has not lost a fight before, because I've been fighting for MMA. I made him for final. So first round finished, second round finished, third round I was still winning, but as of then the IQ is very low. You don't have this IQ that you won first round, one second round, so third round don't attack too much. You can maybe use sense to kill the time at the end of the time you win. But I went there to get my finish, and I said, okay, let me finish this guy. So when I kicked this guy, he just took my kick and landed a right big blow on my seat. I just went down. I was going down, then the ref stopped the fight. Most people was like, oh, the stoppage was too early.
Okay.
So it created a lot of pandemonium for them. But at the end, ref have stopped the fight a lot. So that was my first MMA fight. So I come out the second position for the out of the 18 fighters. Yeah. First MMA fight.
So before you started MMA, what sports were you training? Were you doing maybe boxing or kickboxing?
I grew up with traditional wrestling in the village.
Okay.
When I came to the city, I trained boxing for 4 months. After I trained boxing for 4 months, then I trained freestyle wrestling. After I trained freestyle wrestling, then my kickboxing coach saw me and he said that there's this new game that will be actually good for you since you can grapple. That is MMA. So that was how I joined the gym, and everything started.
Oh, okay. So, like in Nigeria now, as an MMA fighter, are there any particular challenges, maybe with training MMA or with competing?
Yeah, there is a lot of challenge in like for the sport. Number one challenge in the sponsorship. Understand? As an athlete, you need a good sponsor. That is the number one challenge we are facing now. Secondly, is the equipment, the facilities to train. The limited facility is the biggest problem. Even me too. That is one of the biggest problem, because the facilities is very limited. So that is the challenge we are facing now. The sponsorship and the equipment, and secondly, the promotions to keep hosting the fight for the athlete to compete. That is the challenge the athlete is facing right now. That is a very big challenge.
Yes, in fact, as regards like how often fighters are getting bouts, is that do you think that is a problem? Because I see that there are some fighters that have just one fight in a year. If you are lucky, maybe two. And it's not because the fighter doesn't want to fight, it's because there's not so many people that are hosting those bouts. How much of a problem do you think that is?
That is a big problem, Jay, because a fighter that has dream can still live his dream from because of that, because it's going to affect you. Even me too. When I train to a certain point, I can see that yes, I'm ready for fight, but there is no fight at times. But not for me. As of then, but there's no fight, so you will feel demoralized. How am I training and there is no fight? So if you're not determined, if you're not disciplined, you will just leave the sport, go back to maybe your normal hustling. And the game, once you leave the game for like 3-4 months and coming back, it's not easy. It's not easy. So that is a very big challenge.
So when you tell people that you fight MMA, what is their reaction to it?
They normally, like, some people they say like, but you look small. How do you fight MMA? But I said, you don't even have muscle, you don't even have cells. But I said, no, I fight MMA. But many are surprised, but some are not surprised because they know me from childhood that I am very stubborn and I like fight a lot. So they was like, oh, I see
No
why
wonder.
it's manifesting now. It's manifesting. So some are surprised that, wow, why do you like such game? That game is very dangerous. No, I don't like it. But I said I like it. So some surprised, some are not surprised. So that is it.
So someone I spoke to is a fighter also. He told me that sometimes for some people, when you tell them that you do MMA or martial arts, they will see you as if you are a violent person maybe you are someone that can be an armed robber, like the kind of perspective they have about fighters is not okay like
Yeah,
that.
actually, yeah. Some people they normally avoid us, but they don't know that as a mixed martial artist, we have this discipline. It's not mixed martial arts is not all about fighting. It's discipline you for so many things. So they see us as a violence people, but we are the most peace and the coolest people in the world. So they just understand because imagine you train hard, you train hard, you train hard. So you do hard training. So what would they expect? Maybe you want to one day unleash it on someone.
Because when you told me that, I was surprised. Again, for someone that is not a fighter, there's a lot of things that we don't know about your experience. Me, I would have assumed that, take for example, boxing. Boxing is quite popular in Nigeria. Yes. So if you tell somebody you are a boxer, I don't think that the reaction the person will get is the same reaction someone who is doing MMA will get. And I think that's because not a lot of people are exposed to MMA in Nigeria currently.
Understand? Yeah, it's because they see MMA as they don't see the game as a gentleman game, and it's true. It's not a gentleman game, not like boxing, because the game is quite different and brutal. So they see that this guy will always be brutal because that game is not a gentleman game. So they always see you as a brutal person. So when they see a boxer and an MMA fighter, they see that this guy is going to be brutal and dangerous. So they normally look at it that way, but I don't blame them. It's understand how they feel because it's not a gentleman game.
Are there any parts of your game that you're working on or things that you're trying to improve, maybe in terms of striking or grappling? Are there things that you are looking to improve very well?
Of course, every day I'm working, like I noticed that all the people I've fought, they are more powerful than me. They have more strength than me. As of then, I don't like to lift weight. Okay. I hate weight a lot. I just do normal training, but I noticed that the game needs some strength, some physical strength. So I started lifting weight to increase my strength and the aspect of grappling. I am still working more, adding more skills online and learn. Then I keep practicing and the aspect of striking and self-confidence. So I'm still building. I'm still building. So I'm working on every aspect on my A game, both striking, mindset, strength, grappling, everything, skill, building more and more. Now I even feel that yes, now and before there's a big difference. There's a big gap.
In fact, in terms of confidence, I've heard some fighters say that on the day of the fight, they would usually be afraid before they even step into the ring or into the cage. Has that also been your own experience?
Normally, sometimes the phobia comes, but I normally tell myself that, Cornel, you have trained, you have the cardio, you have the skill, so don't be afraid. Go there and do what you know how to do. Just be strong and you will be fine. Because my training gives me confidence. If I train, I don't fear any opponent. Any part of the world they come from, I'm not afraid of you. If I train. So if I train, I will tell myself, Cornel, you train, so relax. Go there and fight. There's only two things will happen. Either you win or you lost. So just go there and perform. So the only thing I'm afraid of is my performance. Is my performance good or my performance dropping? So I'm not scared. If the phobia try to come in, I just kill it with thought like you are good to go. You have the cardio, you have everything. So that doesn't affect me anymore. And after, because of the AK Wusu, because when I went there, I did not fight for lightweight. I compete for 84 kg. People are way more bigger than me. So my mind will tell me, you have to compete for bigger weight and you survive. So lightweight is not going to kill you. So just go there and do what you know how to do best, then you come outside.
Do you still have any plans to go back to middleweight, or you just stay at lightweight?
Just lightweight. I don't think, because my plan is to stay for lightweight till retired. There are many fights coming. Some coming for featherweight, some coming for middleweight. Even my last fight, I turned it down because of middleweight, 77 kg. I mean welterweight, 77 kg. But I turned it down. The pay is very good, but I said no, I'm not fighting for welterweight. It's too much for me. Even then featherweight, I said no, I can't go there. It's too much for me. That is it. Lightweight is going to be my way to that time.
So for people that are or people that are just coming into MMA or young fighters? Is there any advice that you have for them?
Yeah, my advice for them is that they should sacrifice, because if you want to succeed in Nigeria, particularly, they should sacrifice. If you are doing any part-time work, they should quit it. Any full-time job, they should quit it. If you know you want to take MMA as a career, just quit any full-time work you're doing. Just do only part-time work, because that salary is like a drug. It will make you forget your dream, because that full-time work will not even give you the enough time for you to train and work on yourself to compete and achieve that dream you have. Like me, I don't do any monthly work. No matter I'm broke, like over a year, I've not competed. I don't do any monthly work. If I see part-time work, daily work, I come back. That is all. So if they want to take MMA as their full-time career, then they should not do any monthly work. And any challenge they face, they should be strong, keep pushing. At the end, it's going to be better. That is it, because if you keep pushing, there will be results.
I think that even applies to a lot of things in life. If you're not ready to make sacrifices, then you probably just stay at an average level.
Yeah, exactly.
You just stay at an average level. If I might ask, although I'm not sure if this is something you'll be willing to disclose, do you have any fights upcoming for this year? Something we can look forward to?
Yeah, fight is coming up. Like my last fight was supposed to be September, was supposed to be last month, but due to some miscommunication, I canceled the fight. I personally canceled the fight, and December I was supposed to get fight, but I'm still looking. If the promotion confirms that I will fight, then I'll compete.
So final one for UFC this night: Oliveira versus Matthews Gamrot. Who are you picking to win?
That is a complicated bout. But I would like to go for Oliveira. So he has to make it up for his last loss.
Yes.
So I think I will have to go for him. You can get the winning.
Well, me, I'm not picking anybody, because the last time I made so many picks, all of them lost.
Because it's very complicated.
all of them lost. I think that was on the card of Kevin Holland versus Daniel Rodriguez. On that particular card, I felt like Kevin Holland was supposed to have won this fight. You are much younger than this person. You are probably more skilled than this person. So it's probably a walk in the park, and he lost. So since then, I don't make any picks again.
Normally happen. Even my last UFC prediction too, I told people that Alex will easily beat his opponent and took his belt back. People was like, how so are you? I say, you don't understand. Then wait and see. Then the second guy is Zuri and Kali. I said Kali will KO Zuri at the end. Third round, cardio. You run out of cardio, then you lost the fight. But Pereira gave me what I want. He KO his opponent. I said, this is good.
That will make up for the loss.
This is good.
Then, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I sincerely appreciate it.
Thank you. I wish you all the best in your career. God bless you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, bye.